Jack here, JBF Music and Guitar Lessons, back with some quick guitar tricks for you. This fiddly but pretty unique sounding combination of techniques. In this quick guitar tricks, we're looking at a thing that I stumbled across a while back when I was checking out all the awesome Kiesel contest solos that quite frankly put my own one to shame. You can check it out with the eye up there, but it's just nowhere near the level of the top entry's technical wizardry, cramming in more notes in 1 second than you'd think was humanly possible, with all these bizarre and amazing techniques. But if anything, I'm ever the opportunist, stealing ideas wherever I can. I think I've lost the bookmarks for where I got this from. I think the video was maybe shot in black and white. The guy might have had quite long light hair. If you know from that horrendously vague description anything at all, then please pop a link to the specific solo in the comments. But alright, we've got 5 licks in ascending difficulty here. The tabs for this will be up on my patreon.com/JBFmusic. I'm calling this technique the tap bend slide. All one word, a bit like a German compound noun rather than tap bend slide. Suggestions, as always, I'm sure you can come up with something much better, more than welcome. So, by the end of this you should have a cool new technique and some modal licks as a basis to explore the sounds you can get from it, but too much talking, let's crack on. Okay, before I break this one down, just a quick note to say if you appreciate the stuff I put out, please consider leaving a comment, hitting like, giving this a share and doing the old subscribe thing, or enabling all notifications if you're already a regular. I'm sure you know the drill, but it really does help out not only the channel in general, but the visibility of this specific videos, whether it gets recommended and that sort of thing as well. Obligatory housekeeping aside, we're in E Ionian here. Bend this by a semitone. Keep that held. You might want to pull down for more finger strength and stability. I've covered tap bends before, so if this technique is totally new to you, it might be worth getting that down first. Tutorial with the little I up there. But yeah, we do that. Tap the 15th fret. Now because the string is bent up to here, all these notes will be pitched a semitone higher. After that tap, you slide up to the 17th fret. Then again, pull off. Make sure to give the string a wee flick here, and then what you do after that is tap the 20th fret. You might want to add a bit of vibrato, either with your left hand, right hand, or combination. See which suits best, it's probably the left hand for me. In terms of the notes, we're really just running up the scale, going from G sharp, which is E's major 3rd, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 5th, then root. Okay, a tone bend this time. Hold it with those diamond hands. How late I am here to that meme, only time will tell. So here, every tap note will be a tone higher because we're bending from here up to here. So we're tapping the 16th, semitone slide, then back, pull off, release the bend, slide up, then finish off on this last note with a bit of vibrato. I quite like to play this as legato as possible, so really just hitting this note. And then the last one, which if you want to keep really legato, you could hammer on from nowhere. Dorian here, flat 3rd to 4th bend. Because of that, everything's now shifted up a tone, so when we tap here, we get the 6th, slide to the flat 7th, slide back to the 6th, pull off to the 4th, return it to flat 3rd, slide up to the 4th, down to the root. Starting off with this little triplet lick, using legato on the D string, and we're bending a semitone on the 6th fret on the G string. Keep it held. Again, you might want to experiment whether you want to pull down or push up. I generally find pushing up I can help keep the tapping a little bit cleaner. But we do that, hammer on with the left hand to the 8th fret, so we're keeping that bend so everything's still a semitone up. We'll keep this held down. You want to tap on this 10th fret, slide up to the 12th, then you want to pull off, and then slowly release this band, muting the string before it returns to pitch. The E Mixolydian here, root, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 5th, 6th. We're bending this by a semitone to the flat 7. Really great Mixolydian move. Hammering on the root from here, tapping the 2nd, sliding up to the major 3rd, pulling off to the root, and here if we return this note to pitch, it's a major 7th, which out of context sounds fine, but in context against a dominant 7th, it's an incredibly dissonant note. Let's see if I can work out a way to play that together. Alright, so it'd be like this. So if you want that sound, by all means go for it, but that's why I think it sounds better, just muting the note out before it reaches the pitch. The idea here is that you get an almost whammy bar type dive out of the note. For more of that kind of thing and actually using the bar like Jeff Beck does, check out the little card up there. Alright, semitone slide, onto the next string with a full tone bend. This one I prefer to pull down rather than push up. You could use all 3 fingers. I'm generally just bending with my 2nd, reinforcing with the 1st. It kind of means this finger's floating about so I can mute the G string, which has caused me a wee bit of bother, so there's some muting and stuff you'll need to watch out with for these licks, but it's just a case of experimenting with which bits of your hands you can use to mute the strings. You hold that bend, a tap, and then the widest slides we've done yet, back to pitch, and finish up with a slapped harmonic on the 21st fret using your left hand. So it's basically like a tapped harmonic we're using on the D string here, but instead of using your right hand and tapping on the fret wire, you're using your left and just kind of slapping above the fret wire on that fret, hoping that it sounds out. I'm trying to mute some of the strings with my right hand here. You might notice these fingers are doing something weird. I generally find if I rest my fingers, maybe my 4th finger on the G and kind of 2nd finger on the B, those are the strings I'm tending to hit when I do this. You might find you need to mute the A string as well. I'm kind of avoiding that, just to show you if I don't mute those with these fingers, that's actually okay. There's a risk you can hit those strings by mistake. Maybe you don't need to mute at all. These are just some little tips that might help you out. Maybe if I was better at slapped harmonics, I'm sure I could nail it without any potential slop, but I'm not. So as a precaution, I just tend to mute in case of emergency. I've gone into way more details about my muting habits with the top 10 tricks video with the I up there. Yeah, one last time just to reiterate that, you're holding this fret down, this 9th fret on the D, taking your left hand and just slapping above the fret wire on the D on that 21st fret. We're in E Lydian here, we've got a major 7th, going up to the root, third being bent to the sharp fourth. We then have a fifth up to seventh slide, going down to the sixth, dip that back to pitch so it's on the fifth, and again the tapped harmonic here is just a fifth but an octave higher. This is sort of the icing on the cake, this tapped harmonic. It's not totally necessary, I'm just tapping into, pun intended, I'm going to give myself that one, different areas that you can explore. On that note, you can do even bigger 3 semitone bends and stuff like that. That is maybe a topic from another time. Final lick up next, and good going if you made it this far. Shout out to the Lick Squad Elite. You guys rock. This time we start with a tap slide. I've got my left hand waiting patiently by the 12th fret, using my second finger to bend by a semitone so I can reinforce it with the first. So this hand is really doing all the heavy lifting. The right is just along for the ride really. So you got that tap slide, left hand bend, just let the right go with it. Right, you want to pull off with the bend still held, return it to pitch. Now you could hammer on this next note for nowhere, I've opted to pick it. We do a semitone bend, tap the 18th fret, slide the semitone up, pull off, and return it to pitch. In E Aeolian here we've got the root, which we slide to the second, we bend this to the flat third, then pull off to this flat sixth, being released to the fifth, we've got the second, which we're bending up to the flat third, tapping the fifth, sliding up to the sixth, pulling off to this third, which is bent, and releasing it to the second for a really melancholic ending. If you like this twist on a technique, then why not check out those awesome ways to spice up your sweeps. This has been Quick Guitar Tricks, that's the playlist there. But yeah, hit subscribe to keep up to date with the channel, leave me a comment, check out the tabs on my Patreon, and enable all notifications by ringing that little bell on the side if you feel so inclined. Cheers guys.